Hey there. We're here, and it's clear that you're tuned in to In the Mix at 6 with yours truly, Dr. Eddie. And we are live each and every single Monday through Friday, each and every single weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're happy and you know it, clap your emoji hands. Come on, drop some fire emojis in the chat. Yes, I'm ready to go. How about you? It's going to be an amazing, amazing time of empowerment today. If you're ready, just type, let's mix it up. Yeah, if you're ready, type, let's mix it up. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're getting right on into it. Today's topic is I need some water. We just concluded an amazing series. Yeah, we concluded really just an amazing time of the series that if you missed it, you got to go and check it out. It's called World War Me. Here it is. It was a 12-part series. Yeah, I was real serious about it. Go and check that out for the In the Mix at 6 right here on YouTube. And of course, we're streaming on all the digital airways: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop all the way on the YouTube side as well. Today's topic is I need some water. Now, pump the brakes right quick. I get it. I know that sounds a little different. Know that sounds a little strange. I know you're saying, Dr. Eddie, what in the world are you talking about? I need some water. What you talking about? Rock with me, ride with me, roll with me. Trust me, I'm going to make it make sense. Do you understand this? Why water is so significant? Water is significant simply because our bodies are made up of 60 to 70% water. 60 to 70% of our body is made up of water. Our brains are 75% water. Our lungs are 90% water. Our blood is roughly about 82% water. Water is an essential resource that here it is, you and I cannot live without. I got to talk about something that is so essential. I got to talk about something that is so resourceful that in many cases we use it to cook, we drink it to refresh ourselves, but I don't think we really think about the intangible aspect of it. Here's the thing about water. A person can live about a month without food, but only about a week without water. And as we talk about that which is so resourceful, that which is so refreshing, that which is so, here it is, essential, I want to talk about how to be refreshed with the right things that refuel us. That's what I want to talk about. How to be refreshed with the right things that replenish us and that refuel us. Person can live about a month without food, but only a week without water. Here's something that we have to realize. Frozen water is 9% less than water, which explains why ice floats. I want to talk to somebody today. What it is that keeps causing you to sink, you're getting ready to float above it. You're getting ready to float over it. You're getting ready to float around it. You're getting ready to float through it. Here's the thing about water. Water expands by 9% when it freezes. Frozen water, aka ice, is lighter than water, which is why ice floats in water. Now you're saying, what in the world are you talking about here? Here it is. I'm getting ready to make it make sense. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 3 says this: For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. Too many of us are thirsting for the wrong things, right? Rather than that which is essential. Thirsting for likes, thirsting for love, thirsting for opportunity, thirsting to be an opportunist, thirsting for people, places, things, patterns. But here's what Isaiah said: I pour water upon him that is thirsty, floods upon the dry ground. I pour out my spirit upon thy seed and my blessing upon thine offspring, and they shall spring up among the grass as willows. Here it is, by the water courses. Another translation says this: I pour my water on the thirsty land and streams on dry ground. I pour my spirit upon your offspring and my blessing on your descendants. When God waters you, you can't help but to grow. When God waters you, you can't help but to grow through what it is that you go through. Isaiah 58:11 says this: Lord shall guide thee continually. Goes on to say he'll make your bones strong. He'll make you like a watered garden, like a spring water whose waters fail not. Jeremiah chapter 2:11 says this. Jeremiah 2:11 mentions people who have forsaken God, and here it is: now they can hold no more water. That's what it says. Oftentimes, our money can't hold no water. We're drowning in a relationship that can't hold any water. Your car, your house, your title, your reputation, your investments, your employment, your business, everything that in many cases we've built naturally is broken. And here's what it's imperative to have. It's imperative to have the Lord's living water. I got to have his living water. That's why here it is. I need some water. Here's what I want to speak to somebody today. I'm giving you some water simply because your dry season is over. That which has left you dry, that which has left you destitute, that which has left you in derision, that which has left you in many cases in a desert, deserted, that which has kept you parched and dehydrated. I want to speak to somebody today. Your dry season is over. Come on, somebody just type living water. Come on, type that. Living water. Getting ready to overflow. Your cup runneth over. Getting ready to move into a place to where it's overabundance. That which is replenishing, that which is refilling me. Got to have the living water. Come on, type living water. As you're doing that, I need you to make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Come on. Like, comment, share, subscribe, especially on the YouTube side. Need you to hit that thumbs up button. You know what? I was watching the news the other day, and here's what the reporter said. Reporter started off saying, because if it leads, if it bleeds, it leads. You know how the news is. Ain't no good news, only bad news oftentimes. And I was watching the news the other day, and reporter said that life, here it is, has become fluid. It's rapidly changing. Life has become fluid. Life is rapidly changing. What's down today is up tomorrow. What's up today is down tomorrow. Nothing is solid. Nothing seems to be sure anymore. And here's the thing. Sadly, oftentimes these days, there seems to be no joy. There seems to be no justice. There seems to be no peace. There only seems to be nothing but perplexity. Life is dry as a desert. Simply because life as we knew it yesterday is not life as we know it today. And here's the thing, what I'm grateful about. I'm grateful that through the ups and downs, I'm grateful that through the ins and outs, I'm grateful through the mountaintops and the valley situations, that here's what we can do. We can stand on the solid rock. We can stand on the solid rock of Christ, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Life has vicissitudinous valleys. Life has, in many cases, ups and downs, ins and outs. Sometimes you don't know in life whether you're coming or whether you're going. And what you need, we don't need life to be so fluid. We need a sure foundation. Here's what the reporter did. The reporter placed an emphasis on that which is fluid. And here's the thing. If there's ever a fluid that brings stability, what is it? It's the living water that God has given us. And here's what is incredibly clear to me to see. It's incredibly clear to me that 2024 has been a his ways and not my ways, his thoughts and not my thoughts kind of a year. Yeah, we just a few months in. You can already see. It's a his ways and not my ways, his thoughts and not my thoughts kind of a year. And this is what God will do. God will oftentimes laugh at our plans. He'll laugh at the things that you plan for yourself. He'll laugh at your own preparations. He'll laugh at your own plans simply because what he says in the midst of the planning is that I need you to trust me. I need you to trust me when you can't trace me. I need you to trust me that I'm going to bring you up when life is pulling you down. I need you to trust me that joy is going to come out of the situation of what it is that you've been in despite the depression. I need you to trust me when it seems like it's all types of negativity and upheaval at the job. That here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you promotion. I'm going to give you favor that seems to be unfair. What he says is, let's do this. Let's go for a walk by faith. So here's what I can do. So I can stretch your faith. So I can exercise your faith. Why? Because the trying of your faith worketh patience. Patience, experience, hope. Come on, somebody just type faith walker. Faith walker. I got to be a faith walker. Patience, experience, hope. When I'm hopeful, I can be a faith walker. When I'm hopeful, I can walk by faith. And here's what we can't afford to do. We can't afford to social distance ourselves from preparation. We can't afford to social distance ourselves from the living water. We can't afford to social distance ourselves from positivity and empowerment and inspiration. And here it is, a mind that is made up. Because as I'm talking to you, I'm speaking over your life today. I want you to affirm with me. I want you to command some things with me. I want you to declare and decree that here it is, your season, your dry season is over. Somebody just type overflow. You just stepped into a season of overflow. Overflowing in what? Overflowing in ideas, overflowing in opportunities, overflowing out of negativity, overflowing in financial stability, overflowing with healing, overflowing with love, overflowing with peace, overflowing with joy, overflowing as a trendsetter, overflowing as a trailblazer, overflowing in favor. Yeah. I believe here it is, just like water, God is washing away worry. Yeah, just like water, God's washing away the worry that's been on your mind. God is cleansing you with clarity. God is healing the heaviness. God is refreshing, renewing, reviving, blessing you. Here it is with new streams of income. What is it? Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water, streams of new income, rivers of revenue, rivers of refreshment, rivers of righteousness, rivers that replenish and cause you to be refilled. It's here then that what water speaks of cleansing and purification. I need you to understand this. Folks don't drown because they went through the water. They drown because the water got in them. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. People don't drown because they went through the water. People drown because the water went through them. I'm wondering, can you go through and not look like what you've been through? Can you go through, and as you go through, you grow through? Can you go through and not allow the situation to go through you? Come on, storms may come. This we know for sure. But come on, just like New Edition said, can you stand the rain? Yeah, the floods may rise, the winds may blow, but I can't drown because of the water. Can't allow the water to get through me. Can't allow the situation to get through me. Can't allow toxicity to get through me. Can't allow backbiting and negativity and heaviness and hardship to get in me. I got to grow through it. Here it is. I got to grow my greatness through what it is that I went through. Listen, you need to be in a particular environment that causes you to grow your greatness. I want you to join the Eagles Academy, even as I'm talking to you. I want you to go to the Eagles Academy. It's where I coach. It's where I teach. It's where I train. It's where I mentor. It's where really I empower you with strategy, structure, and solutions to take your vision to another dimension. It's all about systems. Why is a system so important? Because when you really think about a system is this: saving yourself time, energy, and money. Wouldn't we all like to do that? Wouldn't you like to do that? Facts. I know it. Keep it 100 with yourself. Join us in our amazing Eagles Academy community. Where are my Eagles at? Drop some eagle emojis in the chat. What's so beautiful and what's so amazing about the other Eagles who are in our academy is this: they're industry leaders, they're trendsetters, they're trailblazers. They share best practices with you, they're accountability partners for you. You don't just grow in a silo. You got to be around other people. Here it is, who see this, that a win for you is a win for them too. They don't come to compete, they come to collaborate. Why? Because collaboration and community is the new currency. I want you to join us. Let me show you how to increase your ideas, your income. Let me show you how to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. And I guarantee you, as a result of it, you'll increase your income. TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. I need you to understand this. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. We're talking about I need some water. Matter of fact, I do right now. Yeah. I don't want to quit, so let me take a sip. The grass is not greener on the other side. I need you to understand this. The grass is greener where you water it. Come on. What are you doing to water the vision? Matter of fact, some plant, others water. God's the one that gives the increase. But here's the thing: you got to do your part. What are you planting and how are you blooming where you're planting? How are you blooming where you've been planted? What are you doing to water the seed for your harvest? Let me talk to somebody. What are you doing to water yourself? What are you doing to replenish yourself? What are you doing to invest in yourself? What are you doing to revive and refresh and replenish yourself? Come on. What you sow will grow only when you water it. What's the roses going to look like without water? What's the trees going to be like without water? How are you going to be without water? Water is an essential element that I have to hear. It is, I got to refresh myself. Stop looking all the way over there and focus it on your vineyard. Stop looking at everybody else's garden. Focus on your garden. Stop looking at everybody else's relationship. Focus on your relationship. Stop looking at everybody else's vision. Focus on your vision. Their grass is not more greener than yours. In many cases, sometimes their grass is artificial turf. Hello? The grass is greener where you water it. What did TLC tell me? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Water yourself. Refresh yourself. Don't go chasing waterfalls to impress people who don't care if you fall. Don't lose at the expense of making them like you. Why is that? Because it's not worth trying to prove your worth to people who don't know your worth. It's not worth trying to prove your worth to people who won't recognize your worth. Come on, somebody just type poor, P-O-U-R. Come on, if you pour, come on, family, type poor, P-O-U-R. If you pour, I guarantee you won't remain poor. What does poor mean? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. Come on. Stop passing over opportunities repeatedly. Don't pass over the opportunity to water yourself. Don't pass over the opportunity to refresh yourself. If you didn't realize this, your body is made up of 60% water. And what do you have to do? You have to continue to replenish. You have to continue to put in what's already within you. Because what does water do? Water aids the functions of digestion. Water aids the functions of absorption. Water aids the functions of circulation. Water aids, and here it is, nutrient transportation throughout your body. And here it is, too many times, we're looking for healing in all the wrong places. We're seeking healing, but continually connecting to people who are hurting because we're hurting. What have we become? We become so thirsty for love. We become so thirsty for acceptance. We become so thirsty to where we're letting anybody and anything try to quench our thirst. Looking for validation from just anybody to quench it. And you got to get to this place to say this, listen, I'm not chasing, I'm seeking. I'm not chasing, I'm replacing. I'm not chasing, I'm refreshing. I'm not chasing, I'm replenishing. I'm not chasing, I'm seeking. What am I seeking? Seeking first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. All these things will be added unto you. And here's the thing, you never have to chase a blessing if you become a blessing. Because when you become a blessing, here's what happens. Now blessings chase you. And oftentimes what we're doing, we're choosing out of necessity. We're choosing out of insecurity. And when you choose out of necessity and insecurity, I need you to understand me, you'll always leave parched, if not dehydrated. Because here's what you're doing. You're drinking from the wrong well. Well, can I tell you? Got to stop drinking from the wrong well. Got to stop drinking from the well of gaslighting. Got to stop drinking from the well of narcissism. Got to stop drinking from the well of validation, of external validation. Got to stop drinking from the well. Because here it is. A wrong well will create a life that's a living hell. Come on, who am I talking to? The wrong well will create a life that becomes a living hell. Here it is. You generally don't miss your water until your well runs dry. Yeah. Don't believe me? Just watch. John chapter 4. Jesus talks to a woman. Here it is at the well. Well, can I make it make sense? He's talking to a woman at the well who has been in multiple relationships. Jesus said to her, you done had 5 husbands. He's telling her, if you drink this water, not just from that well, but from me being the living water, you'll never be thirsty again. But if you just drink from that particular well, if you just drink from that particular aquifer of water, here it is, it will never quench your thirst. That particular relationship will never quench your thirst. The money will never quench your thirst. The notoriety will never quench your thirst. Because here it is, you'll always be wanting more, trying to fill a hole because you don't feel whole. Yeah, always be trying to fill a void. The water of loving money, the water of acceptance, the water of just following validation from people will always make you thirsty again. But here's what happens. The living water, as Jesus said, the living water that I give you will never make you thirsty again. You don't need temporary quick fixes. You need substance. You don't need to do permanent things with temporary people, because temporary can never satisfy what God calls for permanent. Come on, somebody just type water, type water, type water. Yeah, I gotta be in the flow. I gotta be in the flow of healing waters. I gotta be in the flow of waters that drown out drought. I gotta be in the flow of healing waters, because healing waters will be a well of water springing up into everlasting life. And you need to understand this. There are some natural and some spiritual implications of water. What do I mean by that? Researchers suggest this. Those who drink more water had a lower risk of anxiety and depression than those who drank less water. The connection between dehydration and depression was stronger. Researchers found out that anxiety was higher in those who didn't drink enough water. And here it is. When I don't have the right flow, when I'm not connected to the well of God's living water, dehydration and depression always creep up. When I'm not tapped in to the aquifer of anointing, I'm always going to be parched and dehydrated. I'm always going to be depressed. I'm always going to be compressed. I'm always going to be oppressed. I'm always going to be repressed simply because I'm not connected to the well of living water that never runs dry. And hear me, too many times trauma, manipulation, and depression is our portion simply because we're drinking from the wrong fountain. You know why we're drinking from the wrong fountain? We're drinking from the wrong fountain because we don't have a faith foundation. I realized something when I was growing up in school, and I'll tell you this straight up. I was a kid in school. My favorite two classes in school were gym and lunch. I kid you not. Favorite two classes in school were gym and lunch. Love to chase the girls in gym, sit down and eat with them at lunch. But here's what I learned in chemistry class. Learned something very vital. Learned something very important. Learned something very significant. I learned in chemistry class that water can be in three forms: a liquid, a solid, and a vapor. So what I learned is this: water steams at 211 degrees. But what takes place? It boils at 212 degrees. Isn't it interesting? It's just 1 degree difference that makes a difference. 1 degree difference from steam to boil. I want to ask somebody today. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hope it's you. I want to ask you, what's the one thing that you can do that will make the difference in your life? What's the one book that you can write that's going to make the difference to move you from steam to boil? Your dream is just on steam. Come on. Time to turn up the temperature. Somebody, come on, family, just type turn up. Type turn up. Time to turn the temperature up on the water. Time to turn the temperature up on the dream. Time to turn the temperature up on the idea. Time to turn the temperature up on your impact. Time to turn the temperature up. Time to turn up your influence. Time to turn up your prayer life. Time to turn it up just a little bit more. Right? It's a lot of us got skill, but do you have will? Will waters your dream. Will waters your idea. No matter how I'm feeling, I will make a difference. Whether things are going right, whether things are going left, I will stick to the goal because I'm going from steam to boil. Why? Because here it is. I'm not just a thermometer, I'm a thermostat. I don't reflect, I set. I set the temperature. I set the atmosphere. I change the environment simply because I'm a change agent. Come on, family, type turn up. Listen, it's time to turn up your dream, your goal, your idea, your significance, your value by making an investment in yourself. Some of us need to invest in that book. We need to get the strategies, the structure, the solutions, take that vision to another dimension. Some of us need to invest in our communication. And this is what you need to do. There's a lot of resources that I have that are available for you when you go to the eaglesacademy.com/store. You can become a member of the Eagles Academy. You can get my bestseller book blueprint. You can download my ebook, which is a free ebook, More in 2024. You can get my successful speaker strategies about the art of communication. Go ahead and get those resources. Of course, be sure to join the Academy as well. Want to join my community? We're showing you how to turn it up another degree. Because, like I said, there's a difference between skill and will. A lot of us got skill, but we don't have the will. Gotta ask ourselves the question: am I giving 110%? Some of us only giving 30%. And you got to realize this: hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard. I turn it up when I move from steam to boil, simply because here it is. Some of us are just 1 degree from our next level. We're one prayer away. Just type the number one. Come on, family, type the number one. We're one idea away. We're one connection away. We're one idea that transforms our ideas into income. We're one connection away that moves us from contacts to contracts. We're one opportunity away that's going to change the trajectory of our life, that's going to break generational curses and move us into a place of generational blessings. Just 1 degree difference makes a significance. Because here's the thing about water. Water can turn into a solid. And here's the question I want to ask you. Are you solid in your faith? Is your faith solid? Now faith is a substance. Solid is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I believe it even when I can't see it. And here's the thing. I see it before I see it so that I can seize it. I got to be connected to the solid rock. Water turns into a solid. Are you solid in your faith? Or are you easily swayed? Come on, something goes wrong. You now doubting everything? Starts raining, and now you think Hurricane Katrina's coming? Thoughts of depression. Got to cancel it so you don't move into a place of suicidal ideation. I got to be connected to a rock. Why? Because the rock of ages is my anchor. Too many winds of worry. Too many winds. But I got to be like an eagle that conquers the winds, that spreads my wings to win, that soars above the situation simply because I'm solid in my faith. I'm solid in who it is that I am. I'm solid in my next level. I'm solid in my self-esteem. You can't live without water. You can't live without the Lord's living water. Because here's the thing about life. Life oftentimes becomes a desert without water. No wonder. Simply because you have deserted your purpose. Life becomes a desert when you desert your purpose. Life puts you in a drought when you just go through life pouting and doubting. You know why you're in a drought? Because of your mindset of doubt. Because here's the thing about doubt. Doubt has become your belief. You've now adopted and adapted your mindset to a place to believe in doubt. Life becomes a desert when you desert your purpose. Life becomes a desert when you desert your purpose, and now you become parched, if not dehydrated. And here's the thing. You're walking through the desert thinking everything is water because it's a mirage. They look good to you, but they were never good for you. That's a mirage. Thought this was going to be a great opportunity for you. And now you move into a place of being an opportunist. A mirage. You tried to become them because you didn't walk into the power of your own identity and you didn't water yourself with clarity. Mirage. Here's what you got to do. If you water you, it'll move from mirage to miracle. Why? It moves back to a miracle simply because now I'm back in tandem. I'm back in connection with my purpose. Can't live without water. Can't live without the living water. Brain won't function right without the right kind of refreshing. Body won't function right without the right kind of refreshing. Depression will not disguise, but it'll rise unless I have the right element. so that here it is, I can operate in any environment. When I have the right element of the Lord's living water, I can operate in any environment. And here's the thing about water: water can freeze, and has your faith frozen in stagnation? Has your faith frozen in stagnation to now, here it is, you're paralyzed by icebergs of pain? Yeah, you're paralyzed by icebergs of insecurity, icebergs of lack of identity. Situations in life have oftentimes frozen our faith to where here it is, when you're so frozen, you don't make any moves. You do what it is. You do the mannequin challenge. Story goes, that a particular man was at the mall and he was shopping, and he's standing in line after choosing the items he wanted to purchase. He's standing in line for about 15 minutes, and he's wondering why the line doesn't move. He's on his phone, just wondering why the line ain't moving. All of a sudden, he looks up and looks around, and he recognizes this, that for 15 minutes, he was standing behind mannequins. I need you to understand this. People who don't make any moves stop you from making a move. How many people in your life are in many cases like mannequins? They talk a good game, they never make any moves. Why? Because, like water that has become a solid, they've been frozen in the ice of their situation. They've been frozen in the iceberg of insecurity. They've been frozen in the iceberg of calamity. They've remained stuck and stagnant. And guess what? As you're associated, association brings on assimilation. Keep hanging around folks who don't have any goals. I guarantee you're not going to have any goals. Hang around 9 broke folk. I guarantee you're going to be the 10th one. Hang around people who are not making any moves. I guarantee you it's going to stop you and stymie and stifle your progress. I got to get away from the mannequins. I got to get away from the people who aren't making any moves. I got to get away from the people who want to stymie and stifle my progress. Water can freeze. And the question is, has your faith frozen to where you're not making any moves? To where here it is, now you're surrounding yourself with people who are as frozen as you are. You don't connect to what you want. You connect to who you are. Water can do this. Water can produce pressure. Can I talk about the water? Come on, family. Just type this. Make some moves. Make some moves. What you got to lose? Make a move. Take a calculated risk. An entrepreneur is like one who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down without a parachute. It's going to be risk and reward. There's no reward without the risk. Make a move. Take the leap. Jump. Go after it. Here's what water can do. Water can produce pressure. And here's the question for you. How do you handle pressure? Does pressure push you into purpose? Or does pressure cause you to cave under? How do you deal? Here it is. How do you deal with, yes, the pressure cooker of life? Do you just go so emotional that you don't become rational? To where you go from 0 to 100 real quick. You just explode on everybody else because you're dealing with TNT. The trauma and the triggers have pressurized you to where here's now how now you what you're doing. You're giving everybody a piece of your mind to only be left with just a piece of your mind, but no peace of mind. You're getting everybody 2 cents, and that's about all you're left with. Keep that lid on the spaghetti and don't take it off as that water boils. And I guarantee you it's going to boil over. When I don't deal with my emotions pragmatically, introspectively, purposefully, now I move out of emotional intelligence. I move out of emotional awareness. Because here's the thing, if you don't deal with pressure, pressure will deal with you. Pressure will make your blood boil. Pressure will make your heart rate start to speed up. Pressure will make your blood pressure rise. Pressure will make you start losing your hair. Pressure will make you start saying things and doing things in temporary situations and asking yourself, like Steve Urkel, did I do that? Yeah. Simply because you didn't deal with certain family matters. Let me talk to somebody. You didn't deal with certain things in your mental aspect of your mindset that mattered. What do we say? Pressure makes diamonds. I want to challenge you on that. Pressure doesn't only make diamonds, but pressure, unaddressed pressure, that is, it can burst pipes. Unaddressed pressure can cause brain aneurysms. Unaddressed pressure can cause a heart arrhythmia. Unaddressed pressure can destroy relationships. Nothing wrong with having emotions. You can't allow your emotions to have you. Nothing wrong with having emotions. The problem is that emotions are bad leaders. And here it is. Water can erode your life. Water can erode certain elements. Yeah. If an let water continue to drop over a rock, it will erode the rock, not overnight, but over a period of years, if not decades. Water can erode. And here's the question: have you allowed your faith to erode? Have you allowed your faith to atrophy? If you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't use your muscles, if you don't stretch your faith shrinks. Come on. Stop allowing your faith to erode. Stop allowing your faith to atrophy. Here's what you need. You need some water. Why is that? I got to have water for life. I have to have water that's causing me to move into a place of living and giving and nurturing and developing and empowering and inspiring. I got to have the living water of God. Got to have the living water of the Lord. Why? Because it's essential. Water causes me to be in a flow. Why? Because water is like a current. Current is a flow. Current is a currency. Come on. Oftentimes a current is up and down. I can't get down when things are down. I got to stay up above the current. No time for you to sink. It's time for you to swim. No time for you to sink. It's time for you to stay afloat. Here's the thing. It's time for you to have some water walking faith. Come on. Come on, family. Just type, I'm a water walker. Come on, type it. I'm a water walker. Because here's the thing. The beauty of what Peter did. Peter had the faith to get out of the boat. Only two people walked on water, Jesus and Peter, in human history. Other disciples were in the boat. They didn't exercise the water walking faith simply because they were afraid. Fear will paralyze you, but faith will mobilize you. Gotta have water walking faith. Because here's the thing, you may sink a little bit, but what I love about it is that Jesus will always be your lifeguard. Jesus became Peter's lifeguard. Jesus walked on the water. Peter walked on the water. Peter began to sink. Why did Peter begin to sink? Because he started looking at the winds that were blowing. He started focusing on the winds of worry. He started focusing on the winds that wanted to stop him from winning. Stop looking around you and start looking within you. Stop looking around you and start looking ahead of you. What is it? Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. He's the author and the finisher. Here it is. When I give him the pen to write the next chapter. Next chapter will be called I Stayed Afloat. Next chapter will be called I Didn't Sink. Next chapter will be called I Learned How to Swim. Next chapter will be called I'm a Faith Walker. Next chapter will be called I Didn't Drown. Why? Because I didn't stay on the ground. Don't matter if you're sinking, you got a lifeguard. The Lord's your lifeguard. The Lord is the living water. He won't cause you to shrink. He won't cause you to sink in stinking thinking, simply because he won't cause you to sink in what flows from him. Let me talk to somebody. God won't allow you to sink in what flows from him. But he's going to tell you to rise. He's going to tell you to take off the disguise. He's going to tell you to move your life to another level. He's going to show you and teach you how to overcome what's trying to stifle you and stagnate you and stop you and keep you stuck. Life can create some sticky situations. Here's what I need. I need the flow of water when it feels as if I'm gorilla glued to everything that would seek to stop, that would seek to cause me to lose my grip. Come on, family, type water. Come on, family, type overflow. I believe for you it's a season of overflow. Yeah. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Come on. I believe if you lift your cup up, God will fill it up. Yeah. If you lift your cup up, God will fill it up. If you lift your mindset up, God will fill it up. If you lift your heart set up, God will fill it up. If you lift your skill set up, God will fill it up. If you lift your tool set up, God will build it up. Yeah. He'll make you an asset in any environment. Why? Because when you step into the environment, you step in with overflow. When you step into the environment, you step in with the living water. When you step into the environment, you step in not as a thermometer, but as a thermostat. When you step into the environment, you tell depression to get back. When you step into the environment, why? Because his water flows through you and nothing around you can drown you. Come on, you coming out of that depression that tried to drown you. You're coming out of that stinking thinking that caused you to keep sinking. You're not going to drown. You're going to stay off the ground. You're not going to drown because you're anchored. You're not going to drown because you got a lifeguard. You're not going to drown because your purpose is profound. God's filling you up, causing you to overflow. Somebody just type, come on, family, just type the word go. I'm filled. I'm fueled. I'm refilled. I'm refueled. I'm reinvigorated. I'm regenerated. I'm revived. I'm refreshed because I got the living water and nothing less. And because of it, I'm always blessed. Come on, family, type blessed. Blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed in your going, blessed in your coming, blessed in, blessed out, blessed without a doubt. Here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to drown. You're going to soar. Come on, family. Just type the word soar. Soar. You're getting ready to soar into more. Hear me. If you spread your wings, you'll win. Here's what he's doing. When he gives you the living water, this is what he does. He renews your strength like the eagles. You're going to run and not be weary. I can't do that if I'm dehydrated. You're going to walk and you're not going to faint. You're not going to faint because you're refreshed. You're going to soar into more. Come on, Eagles family. Where my Eagles family at? Drop some eagle emojis in the chat. You're not going to drown. You're going to soar into more. I don't know who I'm talking to, and I hope it's you. I believe there's about 8 of you who I'm talking to, because 8 is the number of new beginnings. And as you type that word soar, I want you to put that word soar into the checkout. Yeah, at theeaglesacademy.com. Yeah, put that word into the checkout at eaglesacademy.com, because I want you to fill out the form and be transformed by being a part of our amazing Eagles Academy community. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. There's going to be a coupon code section right there. Coupon code. Once you put in the word soar at checkout, and I'm investing in you so that you can invest in yourself. The next 8 of you who do that will get the discount and become members of our Eagles Academy at a discounted rate. Once you go there right now, this is the time and the season, in many cases, to refine your emotional intelligence, your relational intelligence, your spiritual intelligence, your transformational intelligence. It's time to make an investment in yourself. I want to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. As a result, it's going to increase your income. I want to show you how to soar into more. How do I do that? By coaching, teaching, training, mentoring you, giving you strategy, structure, and solutions to take your vision to another dimension. You owe it to you to invest in you. Come on, how much do you love yourself? How much do you value yourself? How much do you want to grow into your greatness? How much, here it is, do you want to not stay where it is that you are, and you want to go far? Come on, last year you told yourself that you'd be in a better place and in a bigger space this year at this time. Why are you not yet? You're not yet because you're not in the right environment. Where you, here it is, where your gift is watered. You've been doing the planning. You've been doing the planting and the planning. Nothing seems to be growing. Why? Because you're not in the right environment to be watered. Let me water your gift to grow your greatness. Let me water your mindset, your skill set, your tool set, your heart set to be an asset in any environment. And I guarantee you, what you've planned and what you've planted is going to grow exponentially, exceedingly, abundantly, and above all, that you can ask or think. Be a part of an amazing Eagles Academy community that's mind-blowing. Collaboration and community is the new currency. There's a water reference again. Collaboration community is a new currency, and I need you currently, right now, to go ahead and to the eaglesacademy.com. Once you fill out that form, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. Don't forget to put the word soar into the checkout. And I'm giving you 20% off of your membership. I've got a number of different requisite resources that I know are going to grow you so that you can attain and really navigate your marketplace mandate to where you can develop your communication competency, to where here it is that you understand about communication competency is that communication is not just about presentation. Communication is about connection. Communication is about conversation. It's time to grow in the areas of your communication. Communication and compensation are interconnected. Whatever you're building, I guarantee you can build it better if you use better words. There's an art to communication. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? Are you brash? Are you harsh? Are you saying the right things with the wrong tone? Is it the right tone but the wrong words? Let me show you how to step your communication game up. Download my free digital guide, free digital video called The Art of Communication, theeaglesacademy.com/store. Also, right there at theeaglesacademy.com/store, you can get the Successful Speaker Strategies. You want to get that 4.5-hour digital training of what I show you, what I teach you about the intricate aspects of communicating. Whether in a Zoom room, whether over a pulpit, whether it's a professor, whatever industry that it is that you're in, go ahead and get the bestseller book blueprint. Successful Speaker Strategies is located at accessidentity.org/author as well as theeaglesacademy.com/store. Get my bestseller book blueprint. I've written 16 books. And I think I know a thing or 16 about writing a book. How is it that every single time you see them right here? Yeah. Book after book after book after book. How is it that book after book, whenever I drop a book, it goes number one each and every single time? How am I able to do that? Through strategy, structure, solutions, systems. I'm showing you what to do to where here it is. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you have to do is plug and play my strategy, plug and play what I do to write, and you can make it yours from start to finish. Taking your manuscript to the marketplace, becoming an industry authority as an author, increasing your book sales. For those of you who are already authors, you want to get the bestseller book blueprint. Why allow your book to stay on the shelf? Why allow your book to stay in that computer? You keep telling yourself that you're going to write the book this year. Haven't even started on it this year. Let me show you how to do it from point A to point Z. Successfully, professionally, completely. accessidentity.org/author. You can also get it at theeaglesacademy.com/store. You want to check out my TED Talk? That's available at theeaglesacademy.com/store. There's a link there that you can click. Got a number of different other resources that are there for you that are going to be a blessing, going to be an inspiration to you as well. theeaglesacademy.com/store to get all of the resources that I do have. And of course, you definitely want to join the Eagles Academy at theeaglesacademy.com. I don't know. Should we do a part 2 of this? Should we do a part 2 of I Need Some Water? I know it's different. But over here, guess what? We're not followers, we're trendsetters. We're not copiers, we're trailblazers. We do something different to get something different because nothing changes if nothing changes. Doing something different gets you a different result. Come on, if you know we should do part 2 of I Need Some Water, just drop the number 2. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, peace. Listen, put part 2 there. Come on, put part 2 there. Got to set the tone on the microphone. The balloons are going up because it's a celebration. All the way up. Why? Because I'm holding 2 fingers up simply because I have victory. God is giving me peace under pressure. And part 2 is coming. It's coming. I Need Some Water, part 2. We're going to make it do what it do. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters. In the Mix of Six is out of time, but you know I'm not out of truth. But like that great rapper Tupac Shakur once said, there's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand you are appreciated. So I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me Why? Because that's just how we roll. This is how we roll Monday through Friday, each and every single day of the week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for In the Mix at 6. You know what it is. You know who it is. And we're always broadcasting on the digital airwaves of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. Come on, hit the thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. While you're here, like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Right here on the YouTube side. Hit that notification bell. Tap the subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. Follow me. Yeah, the computer is even telling you what to do. Follow me on all the social sites at EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Oh, I know how to spell my name. EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on it, y'all. Keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. Invite me to speak at your event, your church, your conference, your community center, your workshop, your school, your college, your session, whatever's clever. Let me know. And it's going up for show. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but a brother got to run. But I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, and brighter. Peace and love. Keep soaring higher.
Hey, it's yours truly, Dr. Eddie. Listen, don't you want to level up in your life? Don't you want to actually dominate this year? You need strategy, you need structure, you need solutions. If you're going to level up in your relationships, you're going to identify your brand identity. If you're going to identify your identity, this is your year to become more. This is your year to do more. I'm telling you, this is the time to grow your greatness. You need to be in a secure environment, in a community that really cares about your growth, that wants to enhance it, wants to push you in a place of not just information, but transformation for your application. I'm telling you, you don't just go as far as your dream, you go as far as your team. Join our team. Become a part of the Eagles Academy. Go right now. The EaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button and become a member of this amazing academy with so many amazing people, locally and globally, who understand that their network determines their net worth. They want to soar into success and purpose. I can't wait to see your face, not just your space. Go right now. The EaglesAcademy.com. Yeah.